You know? All right. Speaking of senseless, the 84-year-old man who was responsible for shooting the Kansas City teen, Ralph Yarl, has been released from custody after posting bail. Andrew Lester has been charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action, and he is not allowed to possess weapons of any type or have contact with Yarl or his family. What pisses me off with this other case, murder, second-degree murder. This case, assault. Where's the attempted murder charge? Al, what do you think about this?
I don't know. You know, I think the reason why it's hard to do an attempted murder charge there is because that particular state has the stand your ground law, and it also has the castle doctrine. So I think it's pretty much, and just so people know, stand your ground law is if you feel threatened in any way, you can use force to protect yourself, which is one thing that he's arguing. And then you can tell by the language that he's used in his statement, he's also going to lean on the castle doctrine, which allows a resident to use a deadly weapon if he feels threatened, if someone breaks into his home. And I think that's where the line is blurry, Claudia. But let me tell you what pissed me off the most about this case. Why did this man shoot a young black man in the head once, in the arm second? The boy stumbles to neighbors to try to get help. The cops come, take him in, take the young man to the hospital, but release him. How does that happen? How can you possibly release somebody who shot a kid?
Oh, and also, let's not forget the 3 neighbors' homes that he knocked on their doors.
And they wouldn't answer. Yeah.
I think he's going to run into, I did see Joy Reid talking about this, and the stand your ground thing. Yeah, we have those laws and we know who those are there to protect. But ringing a doorbell doesn't count. That's not going to get him off.
For sure.
He's going to need a lot more than that, because Girl Scouts ring doorbells, Jehovah's Witnesses ring doorbells, political volunteers ring doorbells.
Well, he claimed that the young man pulled on the door.
Of course.
That's what he's claiming. He's claiming that the young man, after he rang the doorbell, he pulled on the door. How can an 84-year-old man see or hear that? I have no idea. But he did say he saw a big, tall black guy when he opened the first door, and I think that's when he fired.
And I need us to stop calling.
What's going on?
I'm not going to we can't call this boy a man, because that's what the first thing they do to make it seem more sinister. It was a man, a grown man. It was a young boy, a child. Q, what are your thoughts? Look at that face.
You know, what's unfortunate about this case is that it's going to rile up us emotionally. And we're still never going to get any true justice in this situation, because this man got 90 days left on this planet anyway. I mean, he's got 1 foot in the grave already. So it's just sad. I hope the young man doesn't die. I hope he makes a full recovery and is healthy. But when it comes to, you know, as Black people in this country, we have to find ways now to find joy and happiness and not be all riled up. And unfortunately, guys, this is one of those cases where, although I want justice for the young man, I can't let this stir me up, because this man is about to die anyway. So when we start talking about justice and the court system and the legal system, I mean, what are we really going to get? You want to give him a life sentence? You want to give him you want to give him 20 years in prison? I get it.
I want him to go.
I get it, but I'm not finna get worked up about it when he's finna die in 60 days anyway.
I love the fact that that community came around that family and went to that man's house and protest until the sheriff decided to do something about it and take his ass in and charge him. That's the part that is so confusing to me. Why does it take a rally? Why does it take a protest to get justice served? And especially when it's done against people that look like you and I. It's unacceptable, and sorry that you're 84, but your ass needs to go to jail until you learn how to behave with a firearm.
They can take her and the little bitch that lied on Emmett Till. They can take both of them. and yeah, for sure.
And maybe we should build an elderly prison.
Well, they need to do something. Put him in a geriatric division. Put him in jail. And go get that Emmett Till lady too, who's about to damn fall over in a coffin or something. Grab her too. Get a paddy wagon. Get them all. Go straight.
I don't want him in an elderly prison. I want him in a prison with angry Black gangbangers that will get revenge on him. I want him to get violated and beat up in prison. And that's part of the experience, y'all. I'm sorry to say.
Would I be wrong? Would I be wrong? And this soundbite is probably going to come back and bite me in the ass in my career 15 years from now. Know that I said it here first. But would I be wrong if, like, deep down inside, I had feelings of somebody like firebombing his house while he was in it? Like, I had a dream that there was like this secret society of like Avengers that in situations like this, they just ran and firebomb people's house and then no one knew who they were.
Why are you bullshitting? It needs to be these people that are throwing their lives away, shooting each other that look like us. Right. You want to throw your life away shooting your cousin. Why is George Zimmerman out here all bold and selling shit online? Fuck out of here, fake gangbangers. All right, y'all. I'm with you, Q. I'm with you when you're right, like you said.